Have you ever had one of those moments? You're going about your day, and out of nowhere, a thought flashes through your mind. What if my car doesn't start tomorrow? Or what if I get a surprise bill in the mail? For a lot of people, that thought isn't just a passing flicker. It's a constant, low-level hum of anxiety in the background of their life. It's the mental calculator that turns on every time you swipe your card for groceries, or when a friend suggests grabbing dinner. But what if I told you there's a specific financial threshold, a tipping point, where that background hum just stops? It's not $1 million. It's not even 100,000. The first real game changer is $10,000. My name is your name, and what fascinates me isn't just money. It's the quiet power it has to rewire our brains and reshape our choices when we have even a little bit of it saved. If you've ever wondered what it actually feels like to cross that line, and how a seemingly modest amount of money can fundamentally alter your day-to-day existence, you're in the right place. Let's talk about life before that $10,000 mark. It's like walking a tightrope without a net. Every step is careful, calculated, and filled with tension. A sudden gust of wind, a flat tire, a broken appliance isn't just an inconvenience, it's a potential crisis. Your decisions are made from a place of scarcity. You might say no to a career-advancing course because of the upfront cost. You might stay in a job that's going nowhere because the risk of a single missed paycheck is too terrifying. But when you save that first $10,000, something profound shifts. You haven't won the lottery. You're not suddenly rich. The change is far more powerful because it's psychological. You've gone from walking a tightrope to walking on solid ground with a safety harness. You can still trip, but you're not going to fall off a cliff. This is what I call the buffer effect. That $10,000 isn't for buying a new TV or a fancy vacation. Its primary job is simply to exist. It's a buffer between you and life's surprises. And with that buffer in place, 3 key things change. First, your brain gets an upgrade. Financial worry is a cognitive load. It consumes mental RAM. When you remove that constant draining fear, you free up processing power. You sleep better. You're more focused at work. You have the mental space to be creative, to plan, to think about growth instead of just survival. Second, your relationship with risk transforms. You're no longer operating from a place of desperation. This doesn't make you reckless. It makes you strategic. Maybe you finally have the confidence to ask for that raise or to apply for a better job because you know that if it doesn't work out immediately, you'll be okay. The safety net gives you the courage to jump. Third, you start to see money as a tool, not a threat. Before, money was something that came and went, a constant source of stress. With a foundation of savings, you begin to see it as a multi-purpose tool. It's a shield against emergencies, yes, but it's also a seed for opportunity. That's when people naturally start learning about investing, or using a small portion to fund a side hustle, because they're thinking from a position of strength. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, $10,000? That feels impossible. I get it. The mountain looks steep from the bottom. But the secret isn't about making huge, painful sacrifices all at once. It's about a shift in identity. The goal isn't just to have $10,000. The goal is to become a person who saves money. Start with an amount so small it feels almost silly. $20 a week, $50 a paycheck. The amount is less important than the ritual. You are building the muscle of saving. And just like any muscle, it gets stronger over time. That first $1,000 is a monumental achievement. The second $1,000 comes a little easier. By the time you're halfway there, saving has become a non-negotiable part of your life, a habit. And here's the math that makes $10,000 so powerful. It covers the vast majority of the unexpected expenses that derail people. A major car repair, a sudden trip to the ER, even a few months of expenses if you're between jobs. $10,000 creates a zone of immunity around you for these common financial shocks. So, what does life look like on the other side? It's walking past a check engine light and feeling annoyed, not panicked. It's looking at a learning opportunity and seeing an investment, not an expense. It's the quiet confidence of knowing you can handle what life throws at you. This milestone isn't about the number in your bank account. It's about the person you become building it. More resilient, more intentional, and finally in control. The journey to $10,000 is a journey toward a quieter mind, more options, and a fundamentally different and better relationship with your money. What do you think is the most powerful psychological benefit of having savings? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, feel free to subscribe for more straightforward conversations about money.